Okay, this is my student app code. I'm running it in a debug mode right now. I have a breakpoint here, so I'm just gonna go through the first part. I'll probably just do what it says in the. I'll do the prompts in the console first, and then I'll go back and I'll explain it just for the first part, and then I'll do so forth. So I asked it to prompt the user for a student name. I'll just enter mine, and then student email. Yeah, just enter student email. It takes that, and then student course. Let's just say engineer. Oh, okay. So up here, this is where I asked it to prompt for a student name, and then I created the scanner to scan in any or take in anything typed into the console, and then I used the string student name, and I initialized it here, and then made it equal to the next input put into the scanner, which was Sean, as you can see here. And then I have a class info up here, and I created this instance of this class info to fill basically or to use these strings and everything in the class without filling up this original class here. So just creating a new instance of it so I could fill this string student name with a setter, or again with a setter down here, by setting it to this input, this input that's from the scanner. So I basically create a new instance of the class, and then set that version of student name inside of this info, or this version of student name, the new instance of info, to this next input. So it'll store it without filling up the original class. But yeah, and then it's just the exact same thing for the student email, input, and then set it. But yeah, you don't have to use another scanner when you do these, or when I create a second instance. You only need one, so you know that. But yeah, as you can see, it has set the student name to Sean, and then again, when I asked it to set the student name to this version of student input, which was the next input in the scanner, it did the G00, and yeah, same for this setter as well. And then if I go into the object, the instance of info student, it holds these three values. But yeah, I'll just keep going now. I'll just set another breakpoint for here. Oh, sorry, my bad. How do I? Okay, sorry, yeah, my bad. So then, if we just keep running, console, it'll ask for the second student name. So let's just say Michael. Second student email G0055 at atu.ie, let's just say, and then a second course title, let's just say arts or something. Yeah, so then if I go back into the debugger, you can see that this is I've created a new instance of info here to store the second student name and everything. Like I had explained before, it's exactly like the first instance, just it's completely new. It's not connected to the first instance. It's its own thing to store its own information. So then I asked it to print it out, and then I made a new string, student name 2, equal to the next input, and then set the student name, the original So this string here, but student 2 instance of it to the student name 2. So that held you know, Michael, his email, and Art's or whatever. And then so this is the second this is the second instance of info here, and yeah, it's holding all 3 there, as you can see. For the last instance, but not instance, I used a constructor to store the student name 3, student email 3, and student course 3, but instead I used constructor to so I wouldn't have to use setters and getters like down here, and it would just, so I had to initialize the constructor here so it could differentiate between this one here and one that could take in information. So basically this will just store all 3 in without having to set it or get it back. It'll just always be in here, so it'll just, you know, take it in like normal. Like down here I made a new instance of info, but instead of this one, this class of it, or no, it's still the same class, but it's just something within it, so it will know to go in here because this takes in 3 values, the same as here taking in the 3 strings. So yeah, and after that I just printed out using the getters and then the constructor at the end to print out everything you have entered there. So I'll just go ahead and finish the code now. Okay, back to the console. Let's say John G 0078944 at atu.ie, and then he does medicine. And then it prints out all the everything that you entered throughout the whole thing in one sheet. So if I go into the debugger, there's nothing because no. Okay, maybe I can just go through this quickly. But with a breakpoint this time. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, this third this is a constructor here, and it is holding student name 3, student email 3, student course 3, and it so we're basically sending it. This is basically saying like we already know the information also here. So, but before we didn't. For the instances, the objects, we didn't know the information yet, and it was filling it. But here this is when we already know the information, and it's putting it in after the fact. So yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it. I stuttered. I said a lot in this, but yeah, sound perfect.